Good afternoon ladies and gentlemen, your boy Virtus here and welcome back to the Unreal Engine 4 series. In today's video we are going to be starting off a little mini series covering Sequencer inside of Unreal Engine 4. What that means is we are going to be able to create cinematics and stuff like that, just like you see in the viewport behind me. So if you take a quick look at my viewport, you can see we've got a couple of characters here, we've got cameras moving, we've got particle effects flowing and all of that good stuff, and that's what we're going to be going over a couple of videos that I'm going to be dedicating to Sequencer. So having said that, let's jump into Sequencer and have a quick look at what we're going to be going over. In addition to that, in today's video we are also going to be setting up the project for our mini series so that we can work with stuff, and then in the next video we'll do sort of like a little introduction on how to use it. So having said that, like I said, we are going to be going over lots of things over the series. We're going to be going over using different shots, how to work with sound, how to add particle effects. There is loads that we're going to be covering, and we're also going to be showing you how to render out this movie as like an AVI file or something like that, so you can start to make game trailers and all of that good stuff. But anyway, that is just a quick teaser for now for that. Let's go ahead and get started with setting up our project. So how I'm going to do this is I'm simply going to go to my marketplace, and we need to get some content to use in our Sequencer stuff. And the content that I'm going to use in the marketplace, if you simply just go ahead and type in at the top right hand corner Infinity Blade, inside of this we'll get access to a couple of different packs that we can add to our project. Now the reason why we're using this is just so we have some quick access to some environments, some characters, some particle effects, and all of that good stuff. So what I want you to do is simply go and grab the Infinity Blades Grasslands, go ahead and download that if you haven't already, and then we'll add it to a project in a second. And then do the same for a couple of other packs, those being the Effects pack, the Adversaries pack, and the Grasslands pack. Don't worry about the rest for now. So before I can go ahead and add those to the project, I've got to create a new project. So I'm just going to open this up with version 4.15.2 of Unreal Engine. We'll create a project and then we're going to add all of this Infinity Blade content to it. Now we can use this Infinity Blade content for educational purposes if you want to, so don't worry about getting any trouble for that. If you do want to release it as part of a game or something like that, make sure you do talk to Epic Games about the licensing information. So I'm going to quickly cut the video to when this is open, and we will create the project and get started adding in all of our content in there. Okay, so we're inside of the engine now. Let's go ahead and create a new project. Just go over to the top right for now, go to new project, and for this I'm not going to worry about using any of these templates. Instead I'm just going to go with a blank project with the starter content, and then for quality I'm going to make sure that's set to maximum, and we are going to make sure this is a desktop project as well. And what we're going to do is we're just going to give this the name simply Sequencer Tutorials, and then I'm just going to go ahead and press create project, give it a couple of seconds to load up, and then from there we can begin adding all of this stuff in there. So like I said, let's just go ahead and start adding this into the project. So first things first, like I said, let's add the Adversaries one. So press add to project once you own it down in the bottom right here, and then just select the project you want to add it to. For us, like I said, that's going to be Sequencer Tutorials. Once you've done that, press add to project, and that will queue it and it will add it to the project. Next one we're going to add is Infinity Blade Effects. Add it to projects, Sequencer Tutorials, and then we're going to add it in there. And then the other one that we're going to do is the Grasslands. We're going to add it to the project, and just like that. Once the project actually opens up, we can see all of this on the inside. You're going to have to give this a couple of minutes for it to all add in there. There is quite a lot of stuff. You've got all the particle effects to be added in, you've got all the characters and the animations to be added in, and you've also got the whole environment for the Grasslands to be added in. So once again, I'm just going to skip forwards in the video until it's all loaded up, and I will show you how to get access to it. Okay, so it looks like everything's just finished adding into our project. As you can see, the little progress bar has finished on Infinity Blade Adversaries, Effects, and Grasslands. So having said that, if we go ahead and jump into the engine, you can see we've now got a couple of extra folders inside of our content browser. So we've got Infinity Blade Adversaries, Infinity Blade Effects, and Infinity Blade Grasslands. So what I want you to do is to quickly go up to File, Open Level, and then from there, with the Grasslands folder selected, go to Maps, and then simply open up the overview level, and then from there we can start working on some of our sequencer stuff. We might create a new level, but what we need you to do is just get that open and then move into the next video. That is pretty much everything. This is just a quick intro to the series. In the next video we will be going over exactly how we can navigate throughout the sequencer interface and how we can start making those animations, those cinemagraphs, and all of that good stuff. Once again guys, thanks for watching, stay awesome, keep creating, your boy Virtus signing out.